So good morning. Today is CISG114, section 1, day number 25. And today's day is 2015 November the 16th. Today we have team-based presentations for learning contract number 3. And today we have a team led by Haley, also joined by Kenneth and Adir. So we're waiting for their preparations. In a minute, we're going to get started.
So how are you guys today?
Could you make the best use of the microphone?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you today? So, I'm not sure if you miss my voice because I haven't been speaking for a long while, and I hope you guys are well recently. So, today we're going to share about what we find in this report, and we are sure that everyone has learned a lot from the previous speakers last few weeks ago, and then a lot of ideas about web technology. So today we're going to talk about and we look deeply in social networking. Yes. So social networking was behind the truth. So we take a look at sharing, and then we will have an idea of it later. No worries. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Here's our outline. We'll be talking about the 4 segments here: the instruction and development of social networking, and the benefits and tendency of using social medias in the virtual world social networking, and the problems and influences, and as well solutions and suggestions. And we basically ask ourselves 3 questions before we explore this topic. So, what is social networking to you, Kenneth?
For me, social networking is a tool to explain social network, so that we can see that social networking is not the same word as social network. It's 2 different words. Social network is part of social science to study relationship between an individual, group, and organization, and more related to study the communication between people. But social networking is talking about the interaction between people who interact with others, especially through the internet. So you can say that social networking is part of social network, but it's not the same word. And social networking is a big community that over your country and its work more. Unlike university, workplace, or the place you live, there's a limit of the numbers of people you can meet. But through the internet, you know a friend who comes from any country and anywhere. Let's talk about some social networking service we always use. The first is email. Is provided in about 30 years ago. It's the most common way to receive and send out some official or important information. For example, the application of job at university. So, and the last one is the YouTube. We can see many information on YouTube and share our daily life to the others, and the other user can comment on the video as well. Yeah, just like the terror attack or in Paris in the few days before, and people can know what happened in Paris. So it's the most useful social networking in nowadays. And how about the ICQ? Have you used it before, idea?
Actually, as you said, but I'm not that old as you think, because I think have some history, but I have experienced ICQ and also MSN. So have you used it?
Yes, I have used it before, and the most people using the ICQ is just start to learn how to talk Chinese. So I always use ICQ to chat with my friend in downtown. But after that, ICQ was, but after MSN was appeared, there is more people using the ICQ, and they going to use the MSN to chat with others. And let's talk about Facebook. Have you ever used it before?
Yes, I did. So, and I also have 2 accounts on Facebook. I don't know why. I think I just want to meet more people by using 2 Facebook accounts.
Yes, I think that Facebook is the most useful website to meet many new friends in nowadays, because we can add some friends even we don't know their information, but we can add his friend. When we become a friend on the Facebook, we can see many information about someone. There's some reason that I think why people like to use social networking. And in my opinion, the opportunity to meet new people is the main point or main reason of people like to use social networking. It's very important to know more people in our life. We can get many helps when we have many friends. And the people desire the community, because I think no one wants to be alone, and we love to stay with our friends, and even we can face-to-face have a face-to-face communication, so that we can just chatting on the level, and when we have some video call on the level. The few days before the Double 11 is a big shopping day for everyone. Have you spent a portion on Taobao or Tmall on that day yet?
Actually not, because on that day I've heard that many people cannot pay for what they buy, and there are some traffic jams, I call it, online. People enter their address wrongly, and some of them pay for twice for what they purchased. So I just think on that day is not really a good day for us to purchase from Taobao. But I think there's one reason why people like to use Taobao so much is because e-business is really developing nowadays. So what is e-business? E-business is actually an electronic business, which is a trend for now, and they do their business through internet and social networking by setting up website or advertisement on different social media. So just like Taobao, they can share the goods on WeChat or on Facebook. So actually, e-business has divided into 4 parts. It's B2B, B2C, C2C, and the new one I've known is B2P. And so B2B business is somehow businesses trade between themselves, just like buying raw materials from a business and producing something. B2C is just the most normal one, which we purchase things from any shop we enter in the street. And Somehow C2B is a real one, I think, so I skipped it. And I also forgot one, is C2C. C2C is customer to customer. Customer to customer is that someone on Taobao. Is you purchase one thing and you sell it online, or just like on eBay, it's a second-hand website. And B2P is a very new one, I think. It's business to people. So people can connect business directly. So they can order what they want and customize the goods. So nowadays, business trend has moved to B2B to B2P. And here is a YouTube video which is about that.
It's long been said that B2B marketing is different than B2C. B2C customers thoroughly research products with articles, blogs, social media, peer reviews. They'll turn to search engines and use mobile. They figure out what they want to buy before they go into a store. After all, they don't have knowledgeable salespeople to reach out to them as a first resort. The truth is, B2B buyers continue to follow almost the exact same path. The lines are blurring. We are now in a B2P world, business to people. Not only are you marketing to an organization, you're marketing to an individual. Consumer expectations on customer experience have evolved rapidly over the last few years, with widespread availability of intelligent apps and connected experiences. We fully expect a consistent experience across mobile, web, and in person from banks, travel companies, and retailers. And it is reasonable for people to expect the same level of integrated experience in B2B settings. B2B buyers are doing their research with whatever information is out there, not just what you put out there. Even more frightening, they are making up their minds before bringing you into the equation. In fact, 60% of B2B buying decisions are made before direct contact with the company. That number is projected to rise to 73% by 2020. Decision makers are using the same channels as consumers: social, mobile, search engines. When surveyed, every B2B decision maker said they're on a social network, and an overwhelming amount said one social channel is important or very important in researching their purchase decision. 70% do research on mobile, and 33% use it to make decisions. 90% relied on search engines for their research, up from 67% in 2011. It's clearly time to be proactive in new ways. Big data and addressability at scale give you the power to do so. You can identify buyers, determine where they are in the sales cycle, and provide tailored information in the places they're looking. Transactional and consumer analytics modeling makes this process measurable, predictable, and automatic, so you can constantly optimize your approach to bring in educated, qualified leads. When you digitally target active buyers and decision makers with the information they need, you'll have a leg up on the competition, higher engagement, and efficiency rates. The top B2C companies have been using data to drive customer experiences that maximize their lifetime value. It's time to follow their lead. For those that can perfect the traditional and still relevant B2B tactics and shift their mindset to that of a personalized and informed customer experience, the rewards are great.
Yes, this is why people shift from B2B and B2P. And why they can do this is because setting up online shop is very cheap with low cost, and they can run anytime as they like, and they can receive the order from customer from worldwide, and also they can check their order anytime. It's very convenient. And also e-business also can use social media in different way, just like marketing. Actually, nowadays there are many many advertisements on social media, just like on Facebook. When you just open it, you can see so many advertisements at the both sides. And nowadays, Instagram also have advertisement on it. So you can see that what's the power of advertising on social media. As long as people can see it and they are interested in it, they can just click it and just go in if they, to see the goods in your shop. And social media not only benefit in business, it also in many aspects, just like knowing friends and keep in touch with your friends, and just like what Kenneth have just told now. And the story happens in Paris. Actually, Facebook have published a functions that people can check, can tap where they are in Paris to tell their friends and relatives that they are safe in Paris. So it's really useful for people to use social media nowadays. So Haley, as long as social media are so useful nowadays, do you think it benefits you?
If you would ask me, yes, of course. It actually helps to bring our lives in a more convenient and technological in a way. And of course, we see that the terror attack in Paris, and it was terrifying. And I have asked my friends, the girl from Brussels, and I've talked to her about it, and she says, "Okay, that's fine." And although the people are from the place that she lived, but the problem here now is that, okay, yes, indeed, it's actually helping us, or social networking is bringing us together. But the question is, did it tear us apart in a way, or how should we keep a balance in it? So as we see, the chart here, teenagers who aged from 11 to 15 have been using social medias, or use the mobile devices to send text messages. Well, will you do this, Kenneth?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
because,
everyday life thing, right? It's daily
yes,
life.
Shooting report at any time.
Right. As what Kenneth just said, okay, we hate to be alone. So a lot of teenagers do that, and as there are problems underlying. So we start to think about the motivation of using social medias and put it as part of our life. And we see the main problems here is there are cybercrime, cyberbullying, addiction. Yes, what Abby said is right. It actually helps change a lot in society's perspective, and also as individual. And we do have a lot of things that we can have, okay, right now and then whatever, anytime. We can do a lot of things which is beneficial. But as well, every coin has two sides. And we see the main problems here that we should pay attention to. So, what's cybercrime? Cybercrime is actually spreading computer virus, and a lot of time that we have online bullying, and this is also considered as crime. And also unauthorized electronic fund transfer. So these are like illegal things. It's like what we do in our reality as well. And the problem is, what is the main cause of it? So why people do this, right? Because it's so convenient. If I hate a person, I would go and do something bad. Because it's just as easy as we can think of. It's a piece of cake. And what types of it? Well, hacking, theft, cyber stalking, identity theft, etc. And here, malicious software is like bad software. And most of the time we download and install to protect our computers and protect our private information. And these are the things that we can do it, right? And it's not that user-friendly, right? You have to keep an eye on the computers and ensure everything is fine. And here's the data that it connects to the online bullying. So there are almost 26,000 counseling sessions with children about bullying last year. So this is sourced from the United Kingdom, the national association helping students and to concern on the children. And the data is just collected in recent years, and we see that the number is increasing. And also, they have the issue like over half of lesbian, gay, and bisexual young people have experienced this online bullying in school. So that the problem is still there. And what we do is not simply neglect, and as well, we should do something to help. And that is overwhelming. It's no longer a rare thing that we see. So what's that bullying to you, Elia?
I think cyberbullying is just like saying bad things online about a person.
Yes, it's true. So cyberbullying happens, of course, online. And then the difference between bullying and cyberbullying is how you react online and how it happens. So it's just simply, okay, you see that as a picture, right? It's just as easy as you can, as I can do as well, but I won't do it, of course. So, but the question that we want to look at is not what is it, and okay, I know the solution, but how? Why? Why people do this, and why especially young kids do this? And would there be any reasons that they make use of the online resources and to do something bad to their peers? And why is it? Is it cool? It's like smoking. So smoking. If I see someone smoking, I think, oh, he's handsome, and I will smoke as well. Will you? Yes, I do. Because it's a powerful influence. And as a few weeks ago, I've been sharing a lot about it, and that's the core reason. And as well, we don't look at the reasons. I mean, why is it? But we want to see what we can do. This is more practical, and in the future, simply as well, as a future generation, can we do something about it? Okay, there's another issue: addiction. So if we compare online addiction to drug and alcohol addiction, we simply see, okay, yes, they're the same for you. Okay, so how many hours have you been spending online? Okay, on the computers or on your mobile devices? There will not be less than 2 hours, because approximate 4 hours if you spend online, meaning you are addicted to that. But why? Like Kenneth said, you like to share your meals with your friends. That's the main thing. Friends are important because we can contact them every day in every second. So, and I see Eddie had just sent some text messages to friends. So that's the reason. That's the key. And I see some of the classmates here using mobile as well. And to talk about it, oh, I'm bad. Am I? So, what causes it happen, and what's behind addiction? So that is the scenario that we've talked about it. And the key is we are addicted to that because we cannot find a better way to talk with our friends, and because of it, it brings in the negative impact that we see. So, like there's the examples, and it links to the power of influence, the emotional factor, and the behavioral factor. It's just simple. With the rapid development of web technology, as we use it every day, we basically forgot something which is important, and this is how we react to society, to the social problems that we are now confronting. And like we see several weeks ago, the refugee crisis, and we started to ask ourselves, what can we do about it as an individual? I would believe, and as Sophocles once said, and he said, okay, I'm not from Greek, I'm not part of Greek, because I'm part of the world, and we should be together to bring out positive impact. And I believe social networking is indeed something that we see, and then we could simply do something as well. So it's not the possibility of what, but how. So we could simply tell ourselves, okay, what are we doing it, and why are we doing this for? So that may be something that you are confused about right now, because I'm just talking with my friends. What's the problem with talking with my friends, right? Like Kenneth and Elliot, of course, I'm the same person as well. But we're living in a world, and we should be bringing positive impact to the world instead of neglecting the problems, and we shouldn't escape and just turn our back. So when it comes to solution suggestion, and we see that, okay, yeah, right, okay, from the very beginning, we use emails to talk and to deliver what we found right in the moment, and we just click and send, and we gather all the information online through this way. And now we have Facebook and YouTube. And we no longer see these issues as a small community, but a bigger one. And we see the benefit. Yes, e-business is helping us, but I wanted to ask a question to this group last week. I want to ask, yes, it's indeed, e-business is helping a lot, and we're no longer alone, we're buying stuff online, or whatever. But the question is, the social issue, where a lot of people keep working really hard, and the consequence of working really hard is to buy a lot more stuff. In Cantonese we see, okay, 我哋不斷努力，但係我哋就為咗買。We want to buy a lot of stuff, but why? That's a question worth thinking about. And also, as I talked about the problems underlying, especially addiction. For the future kids, so how much time should they spend on it, and what other stuff can they do instead of spending lots of time online? Of course, it's not my judgment to say, but what can we do about it? That's the main reason for us to have this sharing. And then we see the social network activity. A lot more people would tend to go for the social medias, and then because of the issue that they want to share. But if you want to share something with someone else, it's not about sharing, right? Because we have to do something. And the data that I want to share with you is that approximate 1 in 13, oh sorry about the quality of the picture. Approximate 1 to 13 of world population is using social medias in the virtual world. And every day, it's around 300,000 people set up a new account in Twitter. And as well, in the bigger scale as we see, is around 48% of world population are now using social medias every day. So, like in United States, the data that I got from, 71.2% of people, especially young kids, they cannot live without it. The first thing that they do after getting away from the bed is to check what their friends told, and then in the news as they reported. So the issue here is we should understand the current events, and it's okay to chat with friends, But what we should do as an individual is no longer to spend lots of time online, but to realize and to get rid of the ideas, and we try not to do something like this as to promote more cybercrimes, right? Because like 2015, okay, the recent report has told us that a lot more people tend to go for cyber crimes, not about computers, but they do something bad because it's easy and they get a lot more money. So that's the issue in connection of all these things. So I'm going to show you a short video to sum up. Does social media have the power to change the world? We are the solution. And the reason why we share this topic, I'm sorry. Okay. The reason why we share to you guys today is important, where we understand we as an individual, we no longer indulge ourselves into the virtual world instead of bringing social impact, positive ones, to society. And the question is that, if you ask me, hey, is there a solution? Yes, of course, we are the solution. And again, I'm going to share with you one more quote from J.K. Rowling. She said, We do not need magic to change the world, because we carry all the powers we need in ourselves. And the important thing is that look at what we are living in, the planet. A lot of things that we are destroying at the same time. We have e-business and, well, a lot of better things, yeah, it indeed changed our lives. But if we look at the cost and as well as the benefit, we see the problems are devastating and showing us, and we should pay more attention to that as well. So, if we can make good use of web technology and as well the social networking that we are now having, we could make it a better world. And back to the individual, our group suggested that we should use the social media to bring social changes, to make major changes. And if we can do it, what are we waiting for? That's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Haley, Adian, and Ken. Daryl, are you ready? Yes. Do you need to use your computer? So do you know how to hook it up? Yes. Okay. I come to help. Yes. You just need to hook up the computer. Thank you. Yes. Here's for the VGA. Here's for the sound. Okay. So do you need a VGA? Or do you need HDMI? Right? That's beautiful. Do you need this microphone? Let's see. Wow. Let's see, it's not too local here. Where does it come from? Let's see. Yes, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it looks like this platform is successful. So let's see what happens. Can you make the best use of this computer with just a file to upload to your wiki? Because I think there's some compatibility problem. It's not that you know you just speak with it. Maybe you think of adjusting your solutions. You put all of this stuff in your wiki. Yeah. Or maybe you could just use your USB and plug the USB. Okay. Then you can use the computers instead. Then you upload it to your wiki, and then you can use the computer here from the wiki link, right? Because the connections sometimes they are a couple of words, but when it's used to your wiki. Let me double check on this. And then it's on the computer. Do it one more time. On this side. Yeah. Only this much. Right. So okay, right? We cannot see anything more than that. Okay? If you could upload to your wiki, that means on your week number 11, there's a wiki link. Yes. Just put everything there. It can help you to do your presentations much more easier. Because you can use my computer here and definitely go to your wiki. Okay, upload. Okay, insert. Now you save. Right, so refresh this. That's the power. Okay, that's good. We can do it now. Good. Yes. There you go. Use the microphone. Yes. Thank you, Darren. Sorry. There we go.
Hello, I'm Daryl. Today I'm going to make a speech about what I've learned in this semester. Because I'm the first one to do this, and if there is something not appropriate, please forgive me. First of all, I want to thank a lot of people. Of course, Dr. Ben. Of course, thank you for teaching me and answering my questions.
Thank you.
And my team members, actor Eric, Nicholas, and Tom, thank you, friends. And of course, all of my classmates, thank you for the campaign. So this is what I've done this semester.
Wow.
That is a lot of work. Let's start with what I've learned first. During this 3 months I've done till now, I've written 10 journals, 5 blogs, 2 reports, uncountable discussions, many meeting minutes, and a lot of friends.
Great.
This is the list of my journals. It is 10 journals in total. Information privacy, information technology, social responsibility, information competency, measure social networking, e-learning, web 2.0, equal for the global society. That's all my journals. By doing so much work, I have learned a lot of good things as well. I'll show some of my work next. I just show some of my work. This is first, what is Web 2.0 and 1.0 and the difference. The basic difference is 1.0 is one straight, while 2.0 allows us to communicate easily. Besides, 1.0 provides page views only, while 2.0 provides cost per click. Web 1.0 focuses on publication, while Web 2.0 focuses on participation of all the people. There are many more differences which you can look at on the wiki. And what is information competency and its application? For students, information competency is the ability to recognize what we need for information and acquire and evaluate the information that we collect. After that, we need to organize the information and make it systematic so that we can use it easily, and also interpret and communicate the information, which means making the information connected and easy to use. And for students, it is important for us to become information competent, because we live in an age of information, and it is one of the basic skills we have to gain. The winner of the age must be the one who has great information competence. We have to get the information we want from billions of similar ones, and it's very difficult as well. And once we get the information, we have to analyze it and get more from what it was. And we need to have a connected thoughts, which means that it is good to get things connected. And in this way, can you get information others cannot get. As we can see in the table, sorry, I didn't show the table. The students' ability in China to search their ability is not very positive. So we need to do something to improve. Next is what is social networking. This is the journal I wrote in my learning contract number 2 and 3. Social networking is a grouping of individuals into specific groups, like small rural communities or neighborhood subdivision, if you will. And as we all know, many young people are addicted to it and cannot escape from it. Some get cheated on the internet and even been hurt by others physically. So it is of great significance now to do something to protect the teenagers. Many teenagers cannot aware the danger and think it is okay to meet other people, which can even let them die. And many many people just forget the outside world and bury themselves into the internet. If we let this continue, we'll lose many things far from we can imagine. So we should restrict teenagers from using the internet so much. Start using, we playing the mobile phone all day and playing computer games all night. And tell them never forget to protect themselves. We should also encourage more outdoor activities and make them more active and healthy. And the next is this Marshall. Marshall is in web development. It's a web page or web application that uses content from more than one source to create a single new service displayed in a single graphic interface. This Marshall has something to do with Web 2.0. The first thing we have learned in this semester, Web 2.0. The answer is absolutely yes. It's the advantage of Web 2.0 and the new first proposition was created using web standards that were commonly and widely adopted across traditional content and unlock the consumer data. And the next is what is e-portfolio? I think it is the last one. A portfolio is the proposed for collection of student work. We have written many work in CISG that exhibits the students' effort, progress, and achievements in one or more areas. The collection must include students' participation in selecting contents, the criteria for selection, the criteria for judging merit, and the evidence of students' self-reflection. So how can we write a good e-portfolio? I think you don't want to know because it is designed in SAG, and it's my advice. E-portfolio can be developed in a variety of ways, from simple blogging modules in learning management system and dedicated software programs. Many colleges and universities offer their own e-portfolio services to students and be their pro-career or license through the outside provider. Try more, you'll be better. It is important to do it. Because of the time, it's too part of my work. And besides what I've done, I have also learned many things else. I learned many important tips about academic works. I learned the APA format, which is pretty significant to my major. I learned how to use notation as well, which I have never used it before. I also learned how to search information quickly on the internet through so much information. I also get to know how to get the information I want in a long passage. I just run the reading message, so many paragraphs, I can get what I want much better now. And English skills as well. I know more English words, of course, and can write my passage better than before by writing so much journals, blogs, and things. And I also improved my skills for computers. I know how to use Word and PPT better than I can do before. And I knew how to use header, how to use Flash in PPT. I become more familiar with the Moodle environment. I know how to handle my assignment, discuss on the Moodle. I know how to take care of my own wiki and make it colorful. I have also improved my communication skills through my team discussion. I was quite shy before, but through the last 3 months, I become a good friend with my team members. I learned how to communicate with each other well and how to solve problems in a correct way. And of course, teamwork skills. It is important as well. As a team, we have worked together several times. Through so many times together, I learned how to cooperate as a team and how to solve conflicts and different kinds of challenges. I also learned how to get everyone together and separate the work to everyone reasonably. I do enjoy working as a team. And friends as well. Of course, I made a lot of friends, even though our major is different. I'm biomedical science, public administration, ECE, etc. We can still stick together working as a team. So good to know you guys. And that is all for my personal skills.
Thank you, Daryl. It's a very beautiful, nice, and sweet speech. Thank you very much. Yes. Sure, you can earn 10 points from that. All right, so time is running out. We have to meet one another again on Thursday, and we're expecting one more team presentations on Thursday. That's Alex and Rory's team. Yes?
Do it on Monday because I won't be here.
Oh, that means you want to do it on next Monday. Okay, you just need to make sure you send the whole team send me a message. But on Thursday, we have more than one speech of the semester. So it's very good. Thank you very much for doing this hard work and enjoying the process through it. Haley will say, don't trust it, it's a heavy workload, don't take it. Okay, thank you very much. All right, I have to go to the other class. Thank you. It's, I hope you enjoy this class. All right, so Sita is back, so I need to adjust the attendance before I go. Yes. Now sign up, if you have not signed up for the speech of the semester, is going to earn you 10 points. And make sure you put that speech of the semester into your e-portfolios and in one record to earn that extra 10 points, okay? Thank you very much. I have to go to the next class, so if you want to stay here for further discussion, feel free to do it, okay? So,